I've been thinking a lot about alcohol lately, why we call it spirits, and what that really means. If you've been following my journey, you know that I have fallen in love with plant medicine and more recently meditation. Both have opened my eyes in ways I never expected. But alcohol has had a very different role in my life. See, I'm not a moderate drinker. I've never even really known what that is. When I drink a lot. And about half the time, it does what I want it to. It helps me feel uninhibited, social, free. But the other half, that's where things get messy. Chaos. A version of me that doesn't reflect who I want to be. And then, of course, the next day, or the next couple of days, are just a downward spiral of feeling off, unhealthy, sometimes even depressed. And the more I sit with it, the more I realize there's something about alcohol that separates me from my highest self. Maybe not in small amounts, but when I overdo it, it's like it pulls me deeper into a version of reality that isn't even real. And that got me wondering, why do we call alcohol spirits? It's not just some old-timey term. If you look at history, people have always believed that alcohol had a spiritual component. In ancient times, drinking was thought to invite spirits, sometimes benevolent, sometimes mischievous, sometimes just plain destructive. Indigenous cultures used fermented drinks for ceremonies, but they understood that once you open the door, you better be careful who you're inviting in. Even in Christianity, there's this duality. Jesus turns water into wine as a symbol of joy and divine presence. But then you have verses like Ephesians 5:18 warning not to get drunk because it leads you away from spirit. And in Buddhism and Hinduism, alcohol is seen as something that dulls awareness, making it harder to see the truth. And you know what? I feel that. Because here's the thing. I have no intention of quitting drinking altogether. That's not where I'm at. But I have started drinking less, and not because I'm forcing it, but because I can see it more clearly now. Every time I drink, I know what I'm doing. I'm tethering myself deeper to a version of reality that isn't real. And you know what's crazy? The moment I become aware of that, it started losing its power over me. That's the thing about awareness. It's everything. The moment you see something for what it is, you don't have to fight it. You don't have to make any big declarations or force change. You just watch. And when I watch my own relationship with alcohol, I can already see this shift is happening. And here's where I've landed. Alcohol can lead to connection, sure. It can help you to open up, but real connection, the kind I've felt in deep meditation, in plant medicine journeys, in moments of total presence with other human beings, well, that doesn't need spirits, because that comes from spirit. So now when I drink knowing. And when I don't drink, I don't need to drink. And I think for the first time in my life, I feel free from it. And for that, I am grateful.